Welcome to the Raw Recap Show of Suplex City TV. We start with Street Profits in the Matrix. From there, we are told that today it's all about going to be about Raw highlights and all the main event things which have happened throughout the past year, like Cody Rhodes' debut. After that, we're showed some clips of WrestleMania of Stone Cold's return after almost 20 years, and a brief highlight of the match between him and Kevin Owens. Then we are taken to SummerSlam of Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, and then clips of Logan Paul at Crown Jewel and Matt Riddle and Angle's Milk Bash. So drum rolls, and we present Raw's the absolute best of 2022. Okay, this just doesn't have Raw's highlights. We are shown Jackie Redmond and Corey Graves, who are going to be our hosts for tonight. And basically, they start with clips of Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar of their match in SummerSlam. Brock Lesnar showing up with a tractor and standing on top, and the match basically picks off. Roman Reigns takes a beating. At some point, Brock Lesnar comes with his tractor, lifts the entire ring up. It's a, oh my god, this is awesome kind of thing. Then Roman Reigns and the Usos try to fight him off. He beats all of them up. Heyman even gets involved. He gets a F5 for his troubles. Austin Theory also tries to cash in, and he gets something for his trouble before the Usos manage to super kick Brock. Roman spears Brock, and it's a false count anywhere, and they have to count 10. Roman just puts all things, and he gets the win. Then later, we're shown clips of Roman lifting the belt. And then, yes, the return of John Cena. They show how Cena returned and, how he addressed the crowd and promises to keep going on as WWE is his family. Plug in for next week's SmackDown main event. John Cena tagging with Kevin Owens to take on Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn. Then they're shown the full match of Austin and Kevin Owens at WrestleMania, which Austin gets the win over Kevin Owens, but Kevin Owens even managed to get a stunner in, and then Austin's beer bash. Then we have Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn at WrestleMania. Johnny Knoxville dressed as Santa Claus. Even the midget power slams Sami Zayn throughout the match, tries to tase Sami's nuts. Sami runs, even the ring explodes, and somehow Johnny Knoxville picks up the win. This match was very horrific for Sami Zayn, as they even clipped his nuts with the mousetrap. We are then shown a clip of Sami Zayn who protests about this match being shown. We are then shown the New Day along with Cathy Kelly, who are complaining that Cathy is not gyrating with them, and they're basically plugging in their match with the Usos for the undisputed tag team title. And this match was a great match. They showed the highlights on SmackDown. A lot of near falls. And finally, the Usos actually picked up the win when Kofi Kingston went all the way to the top and they hit the 1D on him. And that's how they won the undisputed title on SmackDown. After that, we're shown highlights of Bianca Belair from her past and her tough past, and how she's made her way to the top of the mountain again, and her struggle, especially with Becky Lynch. And they showed her cumulative match at WrestleMania and how it was topsy-turvy. If you remember, in SummerSlam, she lost to Becky under 20 seconds. And this time, she had a full blown-out match which she won. Then they showed Logan Paul and how his match with The Miz led to his match with the big dog, Roman Reigns. We're shown then clips of Sheamus and the Brutes versus Imperium with Gunther. First, we're shown Sheamus versus Gunther, which Gunther beat Sheamus. And then later, we are showed this 3-on-3 tag team match, which was very brutal. And in the end, we had the Brawling Brutes who picked up the win. And basically, you can see how happy Sheamus is there. After that, storytelling time with Sami Zayn. Basically, Sami tells us about the whole history of the Bloodline during the whole of 2022, from Roman's title defense to the introduction of Solo Sikoa to how he's buddies with him and how the Usos have become the undisputed tag team title holders, his dogs, and how he was finally crowned the honorary Us. After that, we go on to Drew McIntyre. We see his whole homecoming at Clash at the Castle, where he met Roman Reigns for the undisputed title. It was a big achievement for him to go back to Cardiff, but he came out a bit short. Then his feud with Karrion Kross, which he lost at the strap match and then won one during the cage match. And he still says there's some unfinished business left there. So once he's recovered from his injury, he'll be there. After that, our main man, Cody Rhodes, shows how he debuted for Raw and his complete experience there, and how he met Seth Rollins in a hat trick of matches which he won. And he even hit the pedigree against Seth Rollins in his cumulative match at Hell in the Cell, which he fought with a torn pectoral muscle. Time for Liv Morgan, shown her Money in the Bank match and an interview of hers where she talks about how she lost the belt to Ronda Rousey, but she did beat Ronda in 2 matches. After that, we're shown clips of Judgment Day, how they recruited Finn Balor and they turned on Edge. And then later on, they recruited Dominic Mysterio, and how they plan to run WWE in 2023. It's a nice vintage clip showing the history of 2023 for this group, who was formed during this time. Now, look and behold, we have the clips of showing Bobby Lashley, how he and Seth Rollins fought over the US title #1 contender spot, and how he got himself into a predicament with the referees and how he assaulted the referees and ended up getting fired by Adam Pearce. Then later, he's no more fired. His firing has been rescinded. Next week, you have Austin Theory versus Seth Rollins. After that, we're shown clips of Crown Jewel, the match between Logan Paul and our big dog, Roman Reigns, and how many twists and turns happened during the match. Let's not forget, Logan Paul is only 2 matches old in WWE, and some of the athletic ability he showcased was just outstanding. The match itself had a lot of drama. You had the Usos trying to interfere when his own brother Jake Paul made his debut and interfered on behalf of Logan Paul. Logan Paul himself almost had near falls. You had Solo Sikoa and Jake Paul almost having a throwdown. And that's when Logan Paul jumped on top of the Usos and on the Bloodline. Later on, you had Roman Reigns, who was able to pick up the win after he hit the spear on Logan Paul. But it was a hard-fought match, and kudos are supposed to be given to Logan Paul for his effort in all of this. Alright, folks, that concludes our Raw for this week. We are plugged in for next week's match between Bianca and Alexa Bliss for Raw Women's Championship, and the Raw title, I'm just kidding, the US title is going to be on the line between Austin Theory and Seth, the Visionary Rollins. And also they plug in the Royal Rumble, which will be on the 28th of January. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Raw Recap. Please like and subscribe for more.